From a pitiful Raptors game to another Leafs win. 3-1 over the San Jose Sharks last night, 2-1 with an empty netter. But that empty netter, oh, it was sweet. Never seen a more sexy empty netter. Mitch Marner gets point streak up now to 18 games, ties Darryl, Sittler, and Olczyk for the longest point streak in Leafs history. And he has a chance to do it against the team that knocked him out of the playoffs last year in the Tampa Bay Lightning on Saturday night. And going into this game, this was one of the biggest trap games you can possibly think of as a Leaf fan. As I mentioned, the next game is against the Tampa Bay Lightning in Tampa on Saturday night. Last time we saw them, we were eliminated from the playoffs for I don't know how many years in a row now. 5, 6, whatever the hell it is. But that's not the point. Obviously, that's like I don't want to say a measuring stick game because it's a regular season game. We've learned by now, Leaf fans, there's no measuring stick game. Because, you beat Tampa in the regular season, you can take them in the playoffs. I beg to differ. But, these guys are looking forward to facing those dudes again. And you're welcoming in to Toronto, the San Jose Sharks, who are not a good team on the West Coast. They've obviously traveled already over here. They're on the second night of a back-to-back. They played against Montreal the day before, albeit not a stressful game. They won 4-0. But they got Aaron Dell in the net, a guy who hasn't played in the NHL this year. He just got recalled from the AHL. So everything is pointing to the Leafs losing this game, right? And we're like, oh, this is scary because these are the games the Leafs usually lose when we feel like they're doing great. And then nobody scores in the first period, and we're like, okay. What's going on here? Shots on goal were 10-7 in favor of the Leafs. Aaron Dell made some really big stops. Ilya Samsonov, great to see him back. And he made some big saves in that first period. Into the second period. Less than 5 minutes in. Puck was centered to Michael Bunting, who puts a great shot on right in front of the goal. Brilliant stop by Dell, but he kicks it right back to the right point to Mac Hollowell. And Hollowell doesn't waste any time. Sees Matthews right in the bumper spot right in front. And he slap passes it on. Tipped in by Austin Matthews. And what a beautiful, silky smooth play by the Sault Ste. Marie product. I mean, let's be honest here. Who isn't on the Leafs? Mac Hollowell, the beautiful pass to Austin Matthews. And he buries it. And the Leafs drop 1-0. Matthews from Hollowell and Bunting at 4:19 of the first period. And the Leafs are up 1-0. You saw Austin Matthews go right up to Mac Hollowell and bring him in like, attaboy, what a play. And it was a very nice play. About 3 minutes after that, Matt Nieto right in front, gets a puck in front. Now, this can't happen. But this is, you know what? I'll explain it. Matt Nieto scores at 7:26 to tie the game. There are guys going behind the net with the puck. Mac Hollowell is trailing him, right? Victor Mete is standing in front. As he comes around the net with Mac Hollowell still on his back, Victor Mete goes down. And I'm really not sure why. You already have your other defenseman in behind the net. Where are you going behind the net? And right as Victor Mete leaves the front of the net, whoever it was that passed it to him, centers it right in front to Matt Nieto, and he, wires it past Samsonov. No chance for him as he buries a quick release. And we're tied at 1. You stay in front. That shot, that pass never goes through. And you either get the puck or Hollowell stays on his guy or something else develops. But that can't happen. And Victor Mete with the mental blunder there. It's just you got to know your defensive position. You got to know who's out of position and who's chasing the puck. And that was Mac Hollowell, your other defenseman. Can't happen. And that's how the second period ends. It's 1-1. Shots on goal were 12-11 Leafs in that second period. And we head to the third. All us Leaf fans kind of chomping at the bit here because we kind of, we still have this feeling, as I was saying right off the top of the video. Sorry, guys. Still fighting this thing a little bit. That's why the video's out today and not yesterday. I was dealing with a ton of stuff, fever, sore throat, cough, runny nose. It just gave me everything, right? That's basically what it was. Today, most of that's gone. Still got the sore throat as I'm trying to drink so I don't have to cough here. But, oh no, here comes one. There we go. I'm hoping that's good enough. Anyways, we go to the third period. And nothing's happening for the majority of the period. And we're like, don't you dare go to overtime. Because I don't care how good this Leaf team has been recently, blah, blah, blah. You put them in overtime right now, disaster might strike. But less than 3 minutes left, they break the puck out of their own zone. But a cross-ice pass just outside the blue line is picked off by David Kampf. Passes it off to the wing, to Alex Kerfoot, who enters the zone. Everyone jumps in. Kerfoot fires a shot low to the pad, the left pad of Aaron Dell, and he kicks it out. Problem, he kicks it right to Pierre Engvall, who buries it. And the Leafs got the lead 2-1. This was with under 2.5 minutes to play. Pierre Engvall gives the Leafs the lead, and we're like, oh, thank God. Like, please, we can't do this. But then, we're thinking to ourselves, hold on a minute here. Marner doesn't have a point yet. Is the streak going to end? With under 2 to play, their goalie is pulled. They try to enter the zone. It's cut off by Alex Kerfoot, who's inside the Leafs blue line. Meanwhile, Mitch Marner is already past the middle red line, heading towards their blue line, and shout out to Kerfoot, great pass right on the tape of Mitch Marner, and he buries it into the empty cage. They don't ask how you do it, they just ask how many. And that is game number 18 in a row for Mitch Marner for point streaks, and wow. He gets the water shower there in the dressing room after the game. Well deserved for Mitch. Shout out Aaron Dell, phenomenal game for him. I thought he played very well in his first game this season with the Sharks. But more importantly for the Leafs, Marner gets the streak. You win in regulation. Austin Matthews has scored 3 straight games, all 5-on-5 goals. And the Leafs have won 5 straight. They're 8-0-2 in their last 10. They haven't lost a regulation game in 10 straight. I know it's more than that. Actually, no, it's not more than that. I think it just changed. But still, it's phenomenal stuff. They're putting up point scorer 15-5-5. Both your goalies are back and healthy. Samsonov played last night. Was great. Absolutely phenomenal. 1 goal on 24 shots. Other than that, almost miscue there with Logan Couture behind the net. As he hit it off the block or went to retrieve it, almost flubbed it, came out in front, and he made the stop and Couture. It got a little hairy there. But 1 goal on 24 shots, phenomenal job for Samsonov. Did what he needed to do. Alex Kerfoot, 2 assists. And in the third period, the Leafs outshot the San Jose Sharks 10-6 and won in shots 32-24. Was it a pretty game? No. Dang it. I was trying to fight through this, guys. Again, I couldn't do it. That's fine. We're almost there. Was it a pretty game? No. It wasn't. But you did a job. You got the 2 points in a big trap game. And now you move on. Power plays, Leafs had 3, didn't score any. They didn't have a power play in that game last night. So we'll take that for what it is. But now you move on to Tampa. Now, we've already had some measuring stick games, right? The game against the game against Boston in Toronto, the game in Carolina, all these really good teams, right? The couple games against Vegas. And the Leafs have fared well, which is great. But here's another team in Tampa who's very good. You're going on the road to face Tampa. Now, the Leafs have been very good on the road recently. They beat New Jersey in New Jersey. So we'll see how it plays out. Now, I'm assuming Matt Murray will get the cage there on Saturday night. So we'll see how he fares on the road in Tampa against a very good team on Saturday night and Hockey Night in Canada at 7 o'clock. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and you enjoyed the W last night and are just enjoying watching Leaf hockey recently because, 1, they're winning games, Marner's hitting history, everyone's smiling and joking around and having a good time, just enjoy yourself right now. Just enjoy it. Because right now, it's fun to watch Toronto Maple Leafs hockey. All right? Smack the like button if you guys enjoyed this one. Hit the subscribe button. You guys haven't already. Comment down below. Thoughts on the video. Thoughts on the game. What you like, what you not like from today's game for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Or last night's game. Instagram and Twitter links are down in the description. The Discord link is down below as well. So follow up, sign up, do all that great stuff down in this Discord link as well. We want to see as many people on there as possible. And I will talk to you guys Rappers Edition tomorrow as they're in Brooklyn taking on the Nets at 7:30. I don't know how many times they've played those guys, but we got to play them again at 7:30 tomorrow night in Brooklyn. As for the Leafs, they're back in action on Saturday night as they are in Tampa taking on the Lightning. 7 o'clock puck drop there. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and the game last night. We'll talk to you guys then.